It's obviously really nice to have Aaron back. I think the cool part was like towards the end of last year, getting some reps with him, before the season was over, and then jumping right back into it. It's obviously nice to have him back and, just be back with the team and obviously getting our offense going. There's so much between coaches learning players, players learning coaches. Now it's kind of also everybody kind of knows the system, and there's also a part of learning Aaron, right? How do we all see the same thing and be on the same page at all times. Obviously, he does a lot of cool things. After playing for 20 seasons, so I do think there's a big piece to it for being in the same offense for another year. Just speaking for myself, that I really can take another step and a big step in my career, and having Aaron obviously is going to be helpful. But that's the fun part about the offseason, right? It's my favorite part of the year to go in there, and besides actually playing the games, to go and be able to craft and become the best me possible when nobody's looking. So I'm excited to do that. After we get through OTAs and we get our little break, and then come back and show you guys, what's getting crafted.
What does that look like as far as getting better off the field for you?
I think this time of the year, right, is a neat part about getting better, because you get to be in meetings, you get to be with your teammates, with Aaron in the offense, in the system, and figuring out those, neat ways to, be on the same page with your quarterback and with your offensive coordinator. And then, you get to the offseason when you're by yourself, and it's strength training, it's speed training, it's route running, it's, more of the, stuff and how do I become a better individual, and also do some study on your own. So I just think right now it's more about building relationships, chemistry, being around your teammates, because I think that's an underlooked part, and that goes a really long ways of just, being together, hanging out, doing stuff outside the building. That's a big part of it. And then you get to go wherever everybody goes and try to become the best you in that 45-day break before you come back.
Tyler, there was a lot of hype before the draft that the Jets might take the tight end from Georgia.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what you're thinking going into the draft and how it might affect you. And then, obviously, they don't. And then, was there a sense of relief, or what?
Honestly, for me, it's just more so I always just try to control what I can control, right? I have nothing to do with who they draft, who they want to draft, how the draft plays out. All I can control is, how I work in the offseason, how I come into OTAs, how I come into the camp, what I go do in a contract year in my seventh season, and try to take a big step. That's what I'm worried about, right? So obviously the media here is, you can't hide from it, right? It's everywhere. But, I just try to control the controllables.
Did it annoy you at all? People are talking about tight end being a need for this team.
Yeah, obviously it's not something you want to hear, right? But it's obviously motivation to go out there and make people change that thought process. Obviously, this is going to be the greatest place to win, right? Winning in this fan base, this market, this city, and you got a glimpse of that this year with the Rangers and the Knicks. I follow basketball a little bit more, so I really got to see it with the Knicks. But obviously, it makes you hungry, and it makes you want to go out there and make a long playoff run.